bags were horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And for the end of our Potpourri kind of intermediate theme week sort of thing that we have, we do different things, as you know. Sometimes look at labels, sometimes we look at years. But incidentally, this time we had a look at labels. So I decided to take a look at the UK Eureka release of The Dark Half, George A. Romero's 1993 The Dark Half, with quite a performance by Timothy Dutton. So we have just said Timothy Dutton. He's a novelist. He writes books. He's has quite a successful character that he writes under a pseudonym, and that comes back to give him some problems because someone kind of figures out who it is, threatens him, and so he decides to kind of come out in the press and divulge information that it's actually him who is the author of this rather nasty, kind of crazy character. Kind of normal stuff. But at the start of the movie, we follow, he's as a youngster and he's kind of having fits and stuff like that. And you find out that he has some sort of abscess or something on his brain. And when they open it up, it's actually a, what was the term? I can't remember the term. See if it says it on the back. Basically, it's a twin that, what's the terminology? Annoying. It was a twin that obviously didn't survive, and it was in the fetus, it was consumed into him. But obviously there's still some fragments and it actually started growing in his brain, but it's all benign and all stuff like that. But yeah, when they're doing this operation, there's all this weirdness with all these birds. There's this kind of supernatural element all the way through, of course, with this one. But it happens to be that somehow the character manifests itself in the real world. So it's like, it's almost like this unborn twin is this character kind of sort of thing. And it's doing particularly nasty and horrible things to people that are kind of standing in Timothy Hutton's way, kind of in this author's way. He's not a kind of aggressive, angry person, but obviously this alter ego kind of secondary character is. And yeah, basically it's a power struggle. Obviously he looks like him, same fingerprints and stuff like that. So he's kind of in hot water with the police. That they're thinking it's this author. They don't believe this story, that it's this kind of make-believe character that's come to life and doing these gruesome killings. But yeah, it's interesting how this all unfolds. There's the power struggle, this evil alter ego kind of, no, I can't get not alter ego, this come to life character. You can see he's kind of degrading throughout the film. He's getting more and more sick, and yeah, it's kind of interesting how they kind of pull all this together. I remember seeing this many years ago, and I wasn't really that high on it. I remember like some buzz when the Scream Factory, I think it's Scream Factory, released it quite a few years back now. But so no, this isn't this new actually. This is probably like 3 or 4 years old now, this release. But when as soon as it was released, I was like, it's Romero. I need to check this out again. And yeah, newfound appreciation for it. It's definitely one of his that people have heard of, but might not necessarily have seen, and maybe haven't given it the time and the dedication to go through and watch it carefully, like what's going on, because it's a really well put together movie. And within this package, it's really nicely put together. You have this very nice slipcover. There's the original art. I can't remember if the original art was actually purple or they just colorized it to make this or that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's not so different, the cover art. I just did this slight updated illustration, but kind of followed the same style. And yeah, we have different bits and pieces on here. What do we have? We have obviously there's audio commentary with George A. Romero. This is an interesting one. This is really enjoyable, actually. It's an episode of Son of the Incredibly Strange Film Show, which was aired in the UK in the late 80s. And this particular episode is on George A. Romero. Probably quite underseen, that. So, especially if people maybe outside the UK, I'm not sure, but very, very worth checking it out. It might be on YouTube or something, I'm not sure. We also have a documentary on the director. Oh yeah, that's the one that we just spoke about. Oh no, sorry, documentary on the director originally aired. It's talking about that, what I've just said. The next bit is The Sparrows Are Flying Again, which keep popping up in the movie, and it's like the making of The Dark Half. And there's a retrospective with George A. Romero talking about the special effects, the visual effects and things like this, deleted scenes, selection of behind the scenes, archival video footage, original storyboards, TV spot, original theatrical trailer. Yeah, it's a really nice, very nice put together package. You just hold that there. So I kind of read through that. Let's try and get this to sharpen up a bit. And of course, it doesn't want to do that today, but there we go. Taking me the right way around, or is it flipped? I can't remember how it kind of does in YouTube now. It's either backwards or you're probably going to be able to read that. But yeah, like I say, it's a really satisfying movie. It's really interesting how the story unfolds, and the different locations are good. I like the characters, the acting's pretty cool. Like I said, Timothy Hunt does a great performance in this. We have what's his name? Michael Rooker's in this as well. He's actually the sheriff of the local town. And yeah, it's a really, really enjoyable movie. Of course, the novel is Stephen King. Don't think I mentioned that at the start. Yeah, so Stephen King story, directed to screen by George A. Romero. It's a great combination, and it's a great package. I highly recommend you pick this up. This is a limited edition, but I don't know if it's just the slipcover that was limited. I'm not sure. Might be able to pick it up on the Eureka website, and I'm not sure if it's actually changed now, but Eureka did have free shipping, and that was international as well. Because like I had this sent to Finland, and I have a kind of fairly small Eureka collection, like 10 to 15 titles, and I'm pretty sure all of them were like free shipping to over to Finland. But anyway, that's the end of the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you very much. Bye bye.